Fresh baked. Yesterday we did a video at Disneyland, sort of an impromptu visit to the park. I wasn't expecting to go to Disneyland, but I decided to at the last minute. I had a reservation for the next day, today, Wednesday. And again, my expectation, I've got a strike. So I came down here to the resort just so that I could just so that I could scan in and scan out, because I didn't want to get a second strike. Because once you get a second strike, well, now you're on deck for a third. I can't risk that. Even if it's not going to happen, I can't risk that. So I thought I'd come down here, and I said, you know what, I'm going to do a lap. I wasn't really expecting to film anything today, and maybe I don't. Maybe you don't even wind up seeing what I'm shooting right this moment. But I'm here at DCA, and my plan is to do a little bit something like what we did at Disneyland last night. It's 8 o'clock though, so I've only got 2 hours. So I guess we can see how much trouble we can get into in these next 2 hours. That's a crowd leaving, it looks like. A lot of people exiting DC. It's popping out here. It feels really trafficy, but you'll notice that a lot of those folks that we're seeing right now are on their way out, which does bode well for those of us on our way in. If we're looking for things to do, something quick and easy, I'm tempted to go see what Mater's up to, but we'll wait on that for a little bit. You know, Mater and I, we have an understanding. I'll see him when it's time. By the way, I should clarify, I did have intentions to come into the park today, this Wednesday, but then something came out. I was talking about, you know, I didn't want to get a strike. Something came out or came up today that I couldn't go as expected. So this was the first opportunity that I had to get to the park today, was at about 8 p.m. So we're gonna try to make something of it, just like last night. Is it just me, or I kind of like the sounds of DCA, especially this area, the fun wheel, without the music? Normally I feel the vibe, the party vibe at DCA, but this moment I want to hear the people screaming on the Gathercole and the fun wheel, and not, this is how we do it. Hi, President. I cannot decide what I want to do first. Do we go treat first tonight? We went treat first last night, but as I come around this corner, I mean, adorable snowman. He's right there. And there's no waiting. I haven't had a Pixar Pier Parfait in quite a while. I think we're due. Look at that beauty. Oh, that's way too much. There's no way I'm gonna finish this. Although, normally it's not a problem for me. By the way, why is there no place anywhere to sit? How am I supposed to eat this walking? I'm gonna have to do this food festival style. Find myself a trash can. Or as luck would have it, got a spot here on a bench right from the launch at a credit coaster. I'm going to listen to this for a little bit while I eat my parfait. I feel like I've been on this thing for like 10 or 15 minutes, and I still haven't gotten to the best part where you mix the yellow and the blue. I don't know why I love coming to this part. Well, I do know why. That's really cool. That's why. I don't know. Good guess. You know, by the way, again, when did they start selling margaritas at Adorable Snowman? I heard somebody order one. I thought they were joking, and I looked at the menu, and sure enough, there's 2 drinks here. You can get a margarita at Adorable. I'm gonna have to do that. How about that for a challenge? How many alcoholic drinks I can ingest at DCA in a 2-hour stretch. Woo!
I'm really in the mood for Mickey's Fun Wheel. But I walked by and it's a 30-minute wait, and what is it? It's already 9 o'clock. Maybe we'll just chill here for a minute. Maybe you know what? Maybe we'll go on Emotional Whirlwind. I walked by there as well, and that always tends to draw me in for some reason. Emotional Whirlwind, it is. I have no reason to like this ride as much as I do, but it still makes me happy.
Sadness.
Is it all going to be so interactive?
With sadness on this one. I can last about 60 seconds on this ride, if that even. And then I start getting dizzy.
The emotional whirlwind is coming to an end. Please remain seated until your memory mover comes to a complete stop. Then a mind worker will open the door for you.
Credit coaster and the Pixar Pal-A-Round in its natural environment. A little bit of music in the background, but it's not so bad. You can definitely hear the screaming though. And the sound of fireworks behind us because it's fireworks time at Disneyland right now and it's booming.
What do you think? Should we get another shot? Biggest Fun Wheel, Pixar Pal-A-Round. It's about 9:15. One more trip down to the Pixar Pier.
Now astounding, now surrounding, circling, rolling, again.
Much better. Still a little long-ish. That's got to be at least 15 or 20 minutes, but still much better.
I sometimes have conversations with myself asking why I do the things that I do at Disneyland. Two things. I suffer from a mild case of social anxiety. I've talked about this many times in the past. I don't handle crowds very well. I get particularly insular when it gets really crowded and I can't walk straight. Like I get in crowds, I kind of clench up and I get really nervous. And two, I'm afraid of heights. All I can think about is falling. Every time I get up high, all I can think about is what's broken, what's not right, you know, what's could come loose, somebody could push me, a gust of wind, all manner of things that I think could go wrong and I will just fall to my death. And yet here I am at Disneyland on a Wednesday night, about to ready to go on the Pixar Pal-A-Round. I am a contradiction.
Hi, I'm Dory. Welcome to the big wheel thing. You know, to be safe, once you're on board, you should definitely remain seated with your hands
This is what I'm talking about right here. We're parallel with the sunburst. When you're on the ground and you look at that, you think it's so far away and so high and so impossible. Right next to it. We're all gonna die. Well, look at that. You can see the Matterhorn from here. Oh my gosh, and that's the Disneyland Railroad Main Street Station. And Space Mountain. Space Mountain. Beautiful. And now I'm freaking out because we're above it. Now we're above it. We're nearly at the top. My gosh. But this is why I come up here, just to see views like this. Do you imagine there are people down there at the World of Color viewing area contemplating us right now? Oh, look at... This is the... We've parked at the very tippy top. That's the top. You ever seen Final Destination? Yeah, I've seen all of them. And that's it, guys. It's 10 o'clock. They're closing everything up. They're yelling at us to leave, but we can keep shopping and wait at Business Street for another hour for a silly Klein. Love walking through the parks after closing, after hours. It's like 10:15 right now, and seeing things in their more pristine, untouched state. And I was looking for some signs of action that things are still open. Radiator Springs is one of those attractions where you're gonna have to cycle a bunch of guests after closing. The queue is probably, 45 an hour deep at closing at 10 o'clock, so they've still got to cycle through an hour's worth of guests probably. Radiator Springs Racers is gonna be open or running for another 20-30 minutes, I bet. I get such a kick out of seeing the park in a way that you're not accustomed to. Be that from different angles, different perspectives, up high, down low, or whatever, through a thing, around a thing, or after a thing. Parks are closed. People are kind of still here, but there's a lot of dead spots. And I like to try to see, what's alive and what isn't. And it's interesting because it's quite a different vibe here at DCA, Cars Land, and we're about to go to Avengers Campus, hopefully. It's quite a different vibe than it is, let's say, at Disneyland. But at Disneyland, there's a sense of, satisfaction at closing at 11 or 12 o'clock, and people are leaving on Main Street, and there's a sense of peace and we're good, like we're happy. Tired, but happy. I don't know if I get that same vibe here. We'll see. When we get to Buena Vista Street, I almost feel like it's just a different quality to the energy of the guest. I wasn't sure if this side entrance to Avengers Campus would be open. but that cinematic score is telling us that it is, isn't it? My goodness, that's a loud soundtrack they got in here. God, I would kill for a PB Cube superb sandwich. From Pim's Test Kitchen. It's quite delicious.
I'm starving and there's nothing to eat. I can't eat anything in here. The only thing I can get right now is something from Trolley Treats or something like that. Nothing but pure sugar. Maybe some popcorn, but that's it. Me and Del Taco may have a date later tonight. Oh, guess that's it for DCA proper. Got a little bit of time left. You know, they gave us that extra half an hour. We got a half an hour still, I should say, on Buena Vista Street to do a little shopping. There's a few of us here still. Let's go into, should we go this side or that side? I feel like that side's more fun because it's got the treats.
Just had a flashback to when we used to have to wait outside in a queue out there outside the building in a socially distanced 3-foot apart queue just to get inside of this place to shop for candy. And we were happy to do it.
Happy to do it, I tell you. We were excited to do it. We were like, oh my God, when can I get back to downtown Disney again or Buena Vista Street so I can go inside the Elysian Arcade and do some shopping. Golly. I almost miss it. Is that weird to say?
Oh my God, look at this red panda. What is this? Is that a cookie jar? I think. I love it. I'm becoming a big Jared Maruyama fan. We have this in our kitchen. I don't know if we have this one or not. I have the coffee mug, which isn't shown here. The coffee mug is fantastic, and I'm really digging these plates. Got Dumbo, and a tea party, tiki room, and the castle. Oh, here we go. All neatly tied up for you for $34.99. Here's that coffee mug I was talking about before. It's kind of hard to tell because it's in a case, so the glare is weird, but it sits on this little green, like, faux grass thing with more of the characters, you know, Donald on there, and there's another Mad Tea Party. I don't drink anything out of it, it just sits on my desk. These kind of look like that Jared cup. I don't know if they are or not, Maruyama, but they've got cats. These are all cats playing, right? And Disney dogs. Look at that. I had been meaning to talk about this in the news video, but I never got around to it, but Orange Bird is here in the parks now. They got a whole section for Orange Bird. This is a Walt Disney World character. He's very well known and loved in Walt Disney World. And he's found his way here. Think orange. It's kind of cute. Why is he? What's he shoveling? Why is that important? I don't know the Orange Bird lore, so I don't know why him with a. Or is he gardening? I'm not sure what he's doing. Look at that mug. Oh my God. That's a whole coffee mug right there. Do you hold it here? Is it? No, it's not a coffee mug. No, it's a planter. You're right. Is it? So, I'm talking to you. Yes. You're yelling at me saying, David, no, that's for plants. That's for a, for a flower or something. I would drink a cup of coffee out of that though, which obviously jives with this. And then you've got, here's your coffee mug right there. Orange Bird Spirit jersey, the original Florida Orange Bird. And they've made kind of a fun wheel out of that slice of orange right there. Reminding us all to think orange and to squeeze me. Yeah, I kind of like it. I mean, I know it's an import from Walt Disney World, but I love mascots, and you know, he's been a mascot at Disney World for a while. I forget what the name of the place is, but they serve, you know, orange drinks, obviously. And a long time ago, right about the same time that they were doing the Plaza Point gift shop on Main Street, they remodeled the Kingswell photo shop. It is no longer a photo shop. It looks like they've turned it into a Christmas shop here as well. What are the odds? Look at that. It's all Christmas. Well, not all Christmas. It looked like they got some hattery back there. And I saw some pet stuff over here. I have not been over here yet to see this. And they put some merch right here in the exit. This used to be empty right here. Yeah, there's your pet stuff right there. I wonder if Buddy's a good boy, maybe I'll get him some of this stuff, huh? But he's got to be a good boy. Maybe if he's a good boy, we'll get him a new dog bowl for his food and water.
Well, I gotta say, guys, that kind of worked out. I was surprised. I wasn't sure, like I said, driving down here to the park, which, God, it's such a drag. That's a thing that we have to do. Driving down here to the park just so I could scan in and scan out because I wasn't able to make it under my normal time earlier today.
All right, good night.
Good night. Have a good night. But she said, you know what? I'm here. It's 8 o'clock. We got 2 hours. I mean, technically, I could go to Disneyland right now, but I can't because I'm starving and I want to go see my wife. She was out of town for the last day and a half, and I miss her, and I want to go home and hang out and watch some Halo. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show. It's kind of another weird show. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just, I don't know what I'm doing. But thanks for watching, guys. Follow us on Instagram at _FreshBaked, on Twitter at FreshBakedDisney, that's fresh with no E, and on TikTok at FreshBakedDisney. Got our website, freshbakedisney.com. If you like our show and want to show your support, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/freshbaked. And and if you're looking to book a trip, GetAwayToday. We are affiliated with them now. We are, you can help support Fresh Baked. If you want to book a trip to Disney World, Disneyland, whatever, use the link below in the description. Help support Fresh Baked. Otherwise, thanks again for watching, everybody. We love you. Be safe. Be kind. Fresh Baked.